I remember every new school year, I wanted to like be different.
Yeah.
Be like, this is the year that I'm starting this.
The year of me.
Yeah. Today on Poor Decisions, I have Lewis with me, who's like an IRL unicorn, I feel like. And I might have brought him in just to teach me some makeup lessons. So you've been tricked this whole time. But welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we are going to be talking about being different and unique, and I think it's safe to say that both Lewis and I were unique in school. But I unfortunately wanted to be that like cool emo kid with my side bangs and my heavy eyeliner. So that was me. But I feel like being different's hard, and everyone's like, embrace your weirdness. But I feel like that's easier said than done.
Yeah, exactly, definitely.
And we're drinking unicorn milkshakes today.
Oh my God, I'm just waiting until I take a bite out of the horn.
I know, I know. So the first question is, I've had the same look for years and I want to try something new. Are people going to see me differently with the sudden switch up?
I mean, obviously, if you're like gonna completely change your look, there's gonna be something. People are gonna notice it and recognize it. But you know, change most of the time is for the good, and it's always good to try something different. And if it doesn't work, you can always just go back. Like, it's not set in stone.
Yeah, and I think if you're doing it for yourself and changing it for yourself, that's good. I remember every new school year, I wanted to like be different.
Yeah.
Be like, this is the year that I'm starting this.
The year of me.
Yeah, and wanting to start a new trend.
As long as like you like it, it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks.
Yeah, I say change. Well, I mean, if you want. So the next question is, my parents hate my look, but how do I convince them to let me be me?
So my parents were way too nice about this. So
really?
every year at the start of summer, I would change my hair. So I've shaved it this year. Last year I did like a block fringe, and the year before that I went blonde. And after every summer, my parents would like, to my face, be like, oh my God, yeah, it really suits you, you look so nice. And then by the time I like change it back, they were like, it's horrible.
Oh my God.
You could have told me at the time.
Oh my God. So they're just like, oh yeah, it looks great.
Maybe just like slowly kind of build it up instead of like going like dyeing your hair, changing your makeup, changing your clothes all at the same time. Just maybe like try some simpler stuff first, and then after time it builds up and they can get used to it.
When I came out to LA, like, this sounds bad, but it's like I got tattoos and dyed my hair. And my parents were like, what is wrong with you? Like, what did you do? But I slowly got into it and got this like tiny little tattoo first, and talked about what I was gonna do with them before I did it. And it was almost like I had to convince them, like, I'm still me. I'm just experimenting with my look, and like, you know, tattoos might be permanent, but like hair color and things like that are not permanent.
But definitely talk to them before instead of just doing it, because it's just gonna go even more downhill if you do it without asking.
Yeah, exactly. Do you like fondant? It's like that. It's very good. I just started a new school and everybody's already in a clique. How do I fit in? Man, that's always the hardest part, I think.
Definitely. If there's like clubs and stuff, do that, because then you'll find people with common interests, and it will like not like force you, but like it's such an easy way to meet people and like talk to people, and like you'll have to talk to them in the club, and you'll find people there with common interests.
So when I started high school, I was really nervous. I was in my drama class, and we were all in a circle, and everybody was really awkward and nervous, and then my teacher farted. And we all became really close friends after that, because we all had something to talk about. But if I didn't go to the drama club, that wouldn't have happened. It's okay to feel a little lonely and a little nervous. And I think sometimes there's this feeling that you need to have a friend group immediately, and that you like have to know within the first week. And sometimes it takes time, and that's okay. If all else fails, just fart in your class. The next question is, I hate my school uniform. How do I make it more me?
My school was so strict on the rules about school uniform, so we had to do like things subtly. Like I would wear like, so our shoes had to be all black, so I would wear like all black Nike trainers. But just like kind of not break the rules, but twist the rules like that.
I had a uniform too, and with my makeup, that was really kind of the only way we could express ourselves. We weren't even allowed to have headbands. They're like, you can't have certain headbands, you can't have this. I'm like, okay. And so we did this thing where we all got really mad and just drew on each other's shoes, because we had the like white and blue saddle Oxfords. And because everyone did it, nobody could get in trouble. Yeah. And so I'm not saying to go
It's not like a revolution.
Yeah. But yeah, there are these like little subtle things that can make you feel you. And I think with my backpack, I was like very into the styling of That's like so sad. You don't have anything else.
You need to like express yourself through some way, and sometimes like that's the only way.
Yeah.
Because like my school didn't allow makeup.
Really?
You weren't allowed to wear makeup unless you were in like your last 2 years, and then only then it was like natural.
Oh.
So like, imagine me turning up like this.
Just being like, hey everyone.
You know henna? We would draw like stuff on our hands so like it could be seen like out of our like sleeves, and then it got banned.
Oh, damn it. That's really cool though. That's very smart. Actually, like I would love to know how you guys changed your uniform look around, because you have to be very stealth. So the next question is, I'm a guy who also loves makeup. How do I explain this to my parents?
Well, I don't have any experience in this one. So.
We need to skip this one. So.
Well, no, I actually didn't even like say anything. I just like came downstairs one time, and my mum was like, "Are you wearing makeup?" And I was like, "No," but I was. And she was like, "Yes, you are," and I was like, "No, no." They knew. I mean, it was blatantly obvious. I had like purple on my eyelids. I mean, for the first few years I wore makeup, it was very natural. Like it was just like a BB thing and like some eyebrow gel.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask, did you like slowly get through?
Well, I've only been doing like false lashes and stuff like for like a year and a half. So when I first did that, that was kind of like the more like shock than when I like first did the natural makeup. But again, I didn't even explain. I just started to do it.
Has your mom ever been like, "Can you help me"?
No, but she sometimes asks for like someone, like she was like, "Oh, can I just borrow this?" And I'm like, "No, because you're not gonna give it back." I think now that there's so many people on social media who are doing it, if they're kind of like a bit like against it at first, like you can show them so many different examples. I think if you explain and show them, then they should come to understanding. Build it up naturally, like some eyebrow gel at first, which is like almost like unnoticeable, and then maybe like a blurring primer, and then maybe a bit of concealer under your eyes. Like build it up slowly. And also there's so many no makeup looks on YouTube, so you can just like follow one of those and it should be pretty undetectable.
Just don't let your mom take your concealer, I guess.
Yeah, because you're not gonna get it back.
The next question is, everybody thinks my hobby is weird. What do I do?
This was because I started YouTube in school in like 2012.
Oh wow.
So this was like kind of when people, like YouTube still wasn't like a known thing, like vloggers still weren't like a known thing. So everyone was a bit like, what are you doing? Like, why are you talking to a camera on your own? And at first I deleted all my videos as soon as my school found out. I deleted the account, I deleted them all. If it makes you happy and you enjoy doing it, again, it's easier said than done, but just keep going. And it's gonna be really hard at first when people are like, they might be like making fun of you, or they may be talking about you behind your back, but it's like the same with everything. At first it's weird, but after like a few weeks or a month, people get used to it and it becomes a normal thing. And if it's at school and stuff, news goes around fast. It'll last for like a week and then people will get over it.
Yeah. I was a theater nerd. I was an emo theater nerd, honestly, like double whammy. And you know, if I wasn't in theater and I wasn't in like math club, I was also in math club. I wouldn't be where I am today. Yeah. Having a weird hobby really helps you go far in life because it gives you something to talk about and it makes you stand out in like any job application.
And also, if you like are good at it, then there's probably not going to be very many people good at it. So it's going to be a lot easier to get like a job in that kind of area.
Yeah, I was hiring a writer at my last job, and she said that she did role plays of like Civil War era like revolution stuff.
Oh my god.
And I was like, please tell me all about this. And I hired her because it was such an insane story. So it's like, you know, do something as weird as possible, honestly. I loved learning about weird hobbies, and I would love to know yours. Do you dress like a colonial woman on the weekend? Do you play like weird laser tag? I don't know. What do you do? The next question is, my friend has totally morphed into a significant other. How do I help her stay true to herself? I feel like this happens a lot. Yeah, and even I catch sometimes saying stuff that my boyfriend says. I'm like, no, you are your own person, Candace.
Don't do it behind their backs. That's just going to make situations a whole lot worse.
Yeah, so definitely confront them with not with their boyfriend or girlfriend, you know. Just saying like, I miss how you used to love doing this or that, or that we need to spend more time together, because it is easy, and I will admit, to like fall into being with your significant other all the time. That can be really toxic sometimes and kind of close you off from your friends. So I think just reminding them of the good old days, you know.
Butter them up, take them to buy them a Starbucks when you're going to confront them so they're in a good mood.
Get them some cake. Just be like, I brought you here today to talk about how you've changed. Oh my God, he's choking on a sprinkle.
Okay, I'm good.
So what is the biggest takeaway that we learned today? The older you get, the easier it becomes to embrace your uniqueness, maybe. You know?
Yeah.
Because I was always scared to be different, and I always wanted to be like everyone else. And then as soon as I got older, I was like, wait, this is actually a good thing.
You remember people who are different and you stand out. You know, it's fun to be different. Like, they want to know more about you because you're different.
Yeah, I wouldn't be where I am today if I wasn't different and weird. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks
Thank you for you know, coming here so I could have this. Please follow Lewis on his channel. I'm looking for Lewis. And on his Instagram too, because it'll give you a lot of inspo, I feel like. And there's a lot of Sephora hauls on his YouTube channel.
Too many.
Yeah. Very relatable.
It'll make you feel better about your spending habits.
Exactly. And please feel free to follow me on Candace Lowry on YouTube, the Candace Lowry on Twitter, and Candy Lowry on Instagram. And please come here on Popsugar Girls Guide every week on Thursday, and we'll be here with a new guest. Well, I'll be here. I'm sorry. I would love to have him here. And if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and some notification squad out there. Turn on your notifications, that little bell icon, to get notified every time you see my beautiful face. I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.